If you're the type that likes, a wayward friend, by all means, go ahead. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Tusche, and I'm so happy to be your host once again. Yeah, today's video is the first of its kind, and it's actually called the room conversation. So as you can see, I can't really show you around, but like I'm actually in my room right now, and I'm dressed because I'm your host, and yeah, we're going to be conversing about a lot of things. Yeah, you're still getting to know me, but people that already do know me know that I'm the type of lady that loves to talk about things, and I feel like I haven't really incorporated that into my channel, so I decided to give this a first try. So yeah, like I said, this is the first of its kind. Since my channel is still quite new, it's going to be incorporated as a category in this channel. When I feel like my channel has gotten like the audience I want it to get, I will move this particular category to a new channel. But for now, let's make do with what we have. Yeah, so like I said, this is the first of its kind. It's titled, the category name is Room Conversations. It's basically one of those channels where you get to see me talk about certain things, and yeah, certain things. It can be anything actually, based on your pick anyway. So yeah, this is, like I said before, the first of its kind, and in this first video, I'm going to be talking about friendship. Actually, to be more precise, our topic is when to pull the brakes on a friendship. Yeah, that is what we'll be discussing today. What brought this category to mind? I created this channel because life is already like too serious. So like I needed some kind of platform that could like take me to that fantasy world of mine, and voila, YouTube just popped up, and I was like, why not? So like obviously this channel is Tusche Gang, but like it's created for spontaneity. So like if you are a spontaneous person, this channel is definitely for you. You already know that this channel is like so different from other channels because like it has like a bunch of things. It has a variety of things. So like yeah, and these things are like things that I'm really interested in, things that make me happy. Obviously you are my priority, so my focus is to like bring your interest to the table, my interest to the table, and like kind of intertwine it and just give you the end product. I thought of making this category because basically I'm the kind of person that loves to talk about things. I love to have like detailed conversations. For people that know me, they'll know that this is facts, no cap. So yeah, I was like, why not I incorporate this in my channel, and here I am. So basically you are going to be getting me talk about different topics on whatsoever level, so like if this is a category you're definitely going to be interested in, you should definitely click the like button, and if you're new, you know what to do, subscribe, so that you don't get to miss out on my hot topics. Yeah, so like without wasting much time, let's delve right in. A state of being friends, very plain and simple. The second is a state of mutual trust and support between two or more persons. So definitely this is the one I'm going with actually, because it has like two keywords that we are going to be using to like really dissect this topic. We all have our different definitions of what friendship is to us, but like that is like the general, I mean, with or without the general definition, we definitely know that friendship is some kind of like relationship, not a romantic or intimate relationship, like a relationship between one or more persons. Okay, that is definitely what friendship is. I want to believe that people are different, individuals differ, personal preferences pertaining to personal preference. Criteria I would use in picking my friends might not necessarily be the same criteria you would use. Okay, so like I want to know. Let me know in the comment section what criteria you use to choose your friends. But if I'm to answer that question, for myself, by myself, I would say my number one would be loyalty. How loyal are those friends to me? Or how loyal can that person be to me? Okay, let me just start by, first of all, how does friendship even work? Like, does it just happen overnight? Or for you, does it happen just overnight? Or, it's something that you have to like build in the long run? So like I said, different individuals, different preferences, different, modes of operation or modes of whatever. There's no dynamic in how friendship works, or what characteristics a person uses or a person chooses to pick his or her friends. Okay, so I had to take off my falsies because a girl needs to breathe. A girl's lashes needs to breathe. So yeah, so I feel like this is like a major it's like something that needs to be considered, because I mean, friendship has to do with mutual trust, mutual support, rather trust and mutual support. So like obviously you don't expect, it's just like a relationship, like you don't expect that it should be one person doing everything, one person being loyal, one person being consistent, one person being available. Like obviously it doesn't work that way. So like when you consider a whole lot of these things, you would be forced to ask yourself what kind of a friend you are. Like if you're considering pushing brakes on whatsoever friendship you have with somebody, it is one of the aspects that you need to touch. I know there are like a couple people out there who are like doubting the friendship they're in, and they really want out. Like they might not necessarily really want out, they might actually be in a state of like skepticism, like on what to do, whether or not to move forward with the friendship or to just stay put and just roll with whatever comes. Yeah, so like I am going to give you like a few things to like really consider, or a few things to look into, so that if at the end of the day the friendship rather is worth saving. So the first thing I'll say is really analyzing what you seek in friendship, like running through the bullet points of what your requirements, your friendship requirements, And if after running through those requirements, if you know that friendship checks a lot of your boxes, then okay, you're good to stay. If not, there's no point staying in a friendship that doesn't really align with what you seek. Has your friendship core values been broken? It's something that you really, really need to consider. So, like I said, friendship terms are set based on individual preferences. You go through what core values your friendship is to have, and ask or check if they have been broken. Now, based on the definition I gave earlier, where I talked about, friendship being, trust and moral support between one or two persons. Remember, I told you to take note of those keywords. Trust. Has the trust in the friendship been broken? Are you friends with someone who you don't necessarily feel comfortable leaving, your stuff with, your valuables with? Trust can, be it can be explained in a whole lot of levels, in several different levels. So, like, I mean, what's the point of being with somebody who you don't hold? What's the point being friends with someone who you don't trust? Like, if you have lost trust in that person, and there is no support whatsoever coming from the so-called friendship you are in, there is no point staying in that friendship. It is toxic to you, actually. I mean, what's the point hanging around someone you can't even trust? Like, what's the point hanging around such a person? Someone who doesn't support you when you really need them, when you need their availability, that's when they are doing the most. Like, why are you still in such a friendship? So these core values can be more than just trust and moral support. Like I mentioned earlier, there's loyalty. If you're not getting loyalty from your friends, I mean, it depends on what perspective you're looking at it from. So you as a person, you have to run through your core values, your friendship core values, and see how many of them have been broken. And if you really want to still, move ahead with such a friendship. Because like I said, friendship is all about, mutuality. If there is no mutuality, please get the F out of there. Now, this is a very crafty question, because this now has to do more with the person's personality. So you might be in a friendship with someone who hasn't really broken all your core values, friendship core values, and who has checked all your characteristic boxes. But are they good people though? Is the person good? Like, what kind of influence is the person bringing to the table, positive or negative? So, for instance, you have a friend who has been available, who has been loyal, who has, I would say, been trustworthy even. But the person has a way of always making you end up in deep shit. The person has a way of always putting you in very awkward situations. The person has a way of always making you make wrong decisions. The person is not entirely what's the word? Self-disciplined. So like I said, this is actually tied to personal preference. If you're the type that likes, a wayward friend, by all means, go ahead. Say it depends on how much value you see in that friendship. So if that friendship is like definitely uttermostly valuable to you, this is where sacrifice comes in. You have to adjust. You have to self-develop. You have to self-grow so that you meet your partner's or your friends' requirements. Like I said, this thing has to do with mutuality. It's not one-sided. There has to be some kind of mutuality in it. So if you have crossed your T's, dotted your I's, and still you're still feeling some type of way, then it's about time you look inwardly. And if that friendship is valuable, if it's that valuable to you, then you have to make sacrifices by working on yourself to meet up with your friend's requirements. There's a reason why you're still feeling that vacuum, especially when your friend is maybe 99, not necessarily 100%, but probably a 98%. The reason is because there is a setback, and the setback might not necessarily be from you. It might be from your friend to you, towards you. Your friend might have noticed that okay, you don't check my boxes, you don't give me loyalty, so like, why should I give you my 100? So like, yeah, it might not necessarily be from you, it might be from your friend, but you might be the problem. So like, yeah, when it gets to this particular stage, you definitely need to work on yourself. I mean, if that friendship, if it's something that is worth saving, then you should work on yourself. Okay guys, this brings us to the end of our room conversation. I hope you enjoyed this short chit chat that we had. Yeah, I'm gonna end formally by saying, in all, whether friendship, relationship, whatsoever it is, communication is very important. If you still feel some type of way even after listening to this, then you need to take that extra step of getting clarity from asking questions. Go ahead and ask him or her what you need to know. There is no level of clarity that you cannot get via communication. Let me tell you, baby, directly and indirectly, you would just immediately know or get sometimes depending on what routes the conversation is in, or depending on how willing your second is, how willing and open your second is. But I'm just trying to tell you that in all, that clarity you need, you're definitely going to get it from communicating with whoever it is.